हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, मैं पुखराज वैष्णव यूट्यूब चैनल बायोलॉजी विद पुखराज वैष्णव से आज क्लास 9th के लिए चैप्टर 6 लेंगे। टिश्यू का ये सेकंड सेशन है। दिस इज द सेकंड सेशन फॉर द चैप्टर 6 टिश्यू। वी ऑलरेडी डिस्कस प्लांट टिश्यू एंड टुडे we discuss the topic tissue system. So as you know, I continuously upload the video lectures of biology from class 9 to 12th. If you like the video, you subscribe the channel and share it to your friends. So let's start today's topic, tissue system. Tissue system. As we discussed that plants tissue are of two types, one is meristematic and second is permanent tissue. And the permanent tissue again divided into two types, that is simple and the complex tissue. These simple and complex tissue combinedly form a system. They are arranged in a particular system that's called tissue system. So simple parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, xylem and phloem, they are the constituents of what? Constituents of tissue system. Tissue system further divided in three types, first, second and third. The first is epidermal tissue, which is present at the boundary of the root, stem and leaves. It includes cuticle, epidermis, stomata, epidermal, epidermis, root, hair and trichomes. Trichome are rigid hair present in the stem epidermis. Trichome are rigid hair present in the stem's epidermis. Then inside the epidermis there is again a filling tissue is present that's called ground tissue. Ground tissue further divided into cortex, then medulla and pith, जो हम आगे की तरफ डिस्कस करेंगे. Third one is vascular tissue, that is made up of xylem and phloem. So one by one point ले रहे हैं अपन. First is epidermal tissue. ये सारे टिश्यू सिस्टम जो है ये आपकी क्लास 9 के अंदर ये वाला डायग्राम जो है वो दे रखा है. इस डायग्राम में हम क्या देख रहे हैं? देयर इज एपिडर्मिस. एपिडर्मिस इज मेड अप ऑफ parenchyma. देन देयर इज अ हाइपोडर्मिस प्रेजेंट इन द स्टेम collenchyma. In case of hypodermis in monocot is sclerenchyma. This is the one difference between the dicot and monocot. The upper diagram is what? The upper diagram is dicot stem. Upper diagram is belongs to what? It is belongs to dicot stem and the lower one is monocot stem. So there is a difference in hypodermis. Hypodermis of the dicot stem is made up of collenchyma, whereas the hypodermis of the monocot stem is made up of sclerenchyma. Then there is a cortex. There is the cortex and vascular bundle are arranged in a ring. Vascular bundle are arranged in a ring inside the pericycle in case of dicot, but in monocot vascular bundle are scattered. Vascular bundle are scattered. So 9th स्टैंडर्ड के अकॉर्डिंगली आपको केवल इतना ध्यान रखना है कि टिश्यू सिस्टम एपिडर्मल दैट इज प्रेजेंट एट द बाउंड्री, देन द फिलिंग टिश्यू कॉर्टेक्स एंड पिथ, एंड वेस्कुलर टिश्यू इज मेड अप ऑफ जाइलम एंड फ्लोएम. एंड डाइकॉट स्टेम के अंदर स्टेम, डाइकॉट स्टेम और मोनोकॉट स्टेम में मेजर डिफरेंस क्या है? द मेजर डिफरेंस इज the arrangement of vascular bundle. In dicot stem, the arrangement of vascular bundle are there in what? Inside the pericycle. They are arranged in a ring-like structure and they project inside the pericycle, whereas in monocot what happens? They are scattered. They are not encircled by pericycle. They are scattered. There is no pericycle. They are scattered in cortex. Okay, so this is the major difference between the arrangement of the vascular bundle in dicot and monocot. Okay, then next one, this diagram represents the dicot root and monocot root. Epidermis is there, root hair is there, then filling tissue cortex is there. Now the difference is what? This vascular bundle is the radial vascular bundle and xylem vessels number is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many xylem? There is a 4 xylem. xylem is there. Okay, 4 xylem is there. Whereas in monocot, the vascular bundle, the xylem vessels is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is 7 xylem is there. So we can say this is tetrarch, A-R-C-H, arch word used for what? The xylem vessels. So how many xylem vessels is there in radial vascular bundle of the dicot root? Then your answer is 4. So we can say it is tetrarch, but in case of monocot, there is more than polyarch. Polyarch means more than 6. We can say more than 6 polyarch. It is 7, 8, it depends on plant to plant. So major difference in dicot and monocot root is what? The xylem vessels number in dicot root is 2 to 6, di 2 hexarch, whereas in monocot it is more than 6, so it's called polyarch. So as per the 9th standard, इतना आपके लिए बहुत है कि ये this is the arrangement of the epidermis, then the ground tissue, and then the vascular tissue. And in case of root, the vascular tissue is in a radial vascular bundle, and in radial there are the 2 to 6 vessels in the dicot root, and in case of monocot there is more than 6 vessels. It's called polyarch condition. Similarly, when we look about the dicot and monocot leaves, the major differences is the stomata present at the lower surface of the dicot, whereas monocot the stomata present in upper as well as in lower surface. First difference. And second difference in dicot, the tissue, the mesophyll tissue, that is the also considered as a ground tissue in case of the stem and root. The mesophyll tissue differentiated into palisade and spongy in case of dicot, but in monocot there is no such differentiation present in the monocot stem. So we can say this is the major difference in the dicot and monocot leaf. So dicot और monocot leaves के अंदर जो टिश्यू सिस्टम हम देख रहे हैं, एपिडर्मिस यहाँ पे भी प्रेजेंट है. अपर सरफेस की एपिडर्मिस को एडैक्सियल कहते हैं, लोअर सरफेस की एपिडर्मिस को एबैक्सियल कहते हैं. और डाइकॉट के अंदर जो मेसोफिल टिश्यूज होता है दैट डिफरेंशिएटेड इनटू पॉलीसेड एंड स्पॉन्जी. मोनोकॉट में ऐसा डिफरेंशिएशन नहीं मिलता है. ओनली अ सिंगल टाइप ऑफ टिश्यू इज देयर, दैट इज कॉल्ड स्पॉन्जी टिश्यू. वैस्कुलर बंडल, देयर इज नो डिफरेंस इन द वैस्कुलर बंडल. जाइलम अपर पोर्शन एडैक्सियल सरफेस की तरफ होता है, फ्लोएम लोअर सरफेस एबैक्सियल सरफेस की तरफ होता है. एंड दिस इज वैस्कुलर बंडल अरेंजमेंट. सो दिस इज द टिश्यू सिस्टम. As per the 9th standard, you have to remember about the dicot and monocot tissue system with respect to leaf, that in leaf the mesophyll is differentiated into the palisade and spongy, whereas in monocot there is no such differentiation is present. So this is all about the tissue system. Let me discuss one by one. First is epidermal tissue system. Epidermal tissue system is protective. These tissues are primarily in the function. They consist of epidermis. Epidermis forms one thick outermost layer of various body organ of plants such as leaves, flowers, stems, and roots. This is the outermost covering part. Okay. Epidermal cells on the aerial part of the plant often secrete a waxy water resistance. The main important question of the class 9. Epidermal cell on the aerial part of plant often secrete a waxy water resistance layer on the outer surface. This aids in protection against loss of water, mechanical injury and invasion by the parasitic fungi. A main question of the class 9. What is the function of the waxy layer in epidermis? ये क्वेश्चन बहुत बार रिपीट हो चुका है. What is the function of the waxy layer of the on epidermis? Then your answer is what? It protects against loss of water. It provides mechanical energy. It prevents mechanical injury and prevent the invasion of parasitic fungi. Epidermis. Next point is epidermis is covered outside by cuticle. In some xerophytic plants, the epidermis is also covered by a cuticle that is made up of suberin. Cuticle is made up of suberin which prevent transpiration. Cuticle is a waterproof layer of waxy substance called as cutin which secrete by the epidermal cell. Cuticle is very thick in xerophyte cells of epidermis of leaf. They are continuous at some place due to the presence of small pore called stomata. They are continuous but they are lacking at the site of the stomata, and they prevent what? They prevent transpiration. Okay. So this is the main function of the cuticle. Next is stomata. Stomata, as we know that the stomata also present in the epidermis. Stomata is what? Stomata is guarded by a pair of bean-shaped cells that called what? Guard cell. These are only in epidermis cell which possess chloroplast, and the rest being colorless. They are necessary for exchange of gas with the atmosphere. And what is the main function of the stomata? That is the transpiration, loss of water in the form of water vapor. So stomata mainly made up of two types of the cell. One is guard cell and second is accessory cell. Guard cell is bean shaped and accessory cell are the present at the surrounding region of the guard cell. So guard cell having a pore, that pore is called stomatal pore, and that helps in the transpiration. This is the function of epidermis. The main function of epidermis is to protect the plant from desiccation and infection. The main function, what is the main function of the epidermal tissue? The first main function, it prevents the desiccation, means freezing, and it prevents infection from the fungal filaments. Second, cuticle. If cuticle is present on the epidermis, then what is the function of the cuticle? It prevents what? It prevents the transpiration. It reduces the rate of transpiration. Okay. Next, what is the function of the stomata on the epidermis? Stomatal function is, it helps in what? Exchange of gases, and it also helps in transpiration. Stomata also has in transpiration. So this is all about the function of the epidermis. This is the diagram of the stomata with the guard cell. This is the diagram of the stomata and dicot having chloroplast. They also perform, the chloroplast of the guard cell also perform photosynthesis, and that also responsible for the opening of the stomata during the daytime. So this is the guard cell, and stomatal aperture is there in the middle, and around the guard cell there is another type of cell that is called epidermal cell. You can say the accessory cell. So this is the function of the stomata and the structure of the stomata. Next is cork. What do you mean by cork? The main important question of the class 9 syllabus. What is cork? After secondary growth of the plant, what happened? Cork is also known as phloem. The another name of the cork is phloem. Okay. In older root and stem, tissue at the periphery become cork cell or phloem cell after the secondary growth. So we can say after the secondary growth, the peripheral part is converted into a hard and rigid structure. That hard and rigid structure in place of the epidermis, in place of the cortex, that is called cork. Okay, so cork is made up of dead cell with thick wall and not have any intercellular space. The cell wall in cork deposited a waxy substance. The name of that waxy substance is suberin. The name of that waxy substance is suberin. Cork become impermeable to water. Why? Due to presence of suberin. Okay, without cork cell are without any protoplasm because they are dead cell but are filled with resin and tannin. They help in the reserve of some excretory content, that is resin and tannin. So this is the diagram of the cork. Epidermis और cortex tissue जो सबसे outermost region पे present होते हैं, that उनकी जगह पर secondary growth के बाद में epidermis और cortex tissue हट जाते हैं और उनकी जगह एक नया hard and rigid tissue बनता है, उसको हम cork cell कहते हैं और phloem भी कहते हैं. And this cork cell are derived by a meristematic tissue that called phallogen, and that phallogen helps in the derive that phallogen cork cambium, or you can say phallogen, that is the secondary meristem, helps in the derive of outer layer cork, that is phloem, and inner layer phallodum, that is cork cortex. So phallogen, phloem and phallodum combinedly called पेरिडम, जो आप क्लास 11th में जरा डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे. सिंपली आपको याद रखना है, इन द सेकेंडरी ग्रोथ a meristematic layer is there that called cork cambium. Another name is phallogen. That phallogen divides to form outside another new layer that is called cork or phloem. or inside another new layer that is called core cortex or phalloderm. These three combinedly called phallum, phallogen and phalloderm combinedly called पेरिडम, जो 11th में डिटेल में पढ़ा जाएगा, लेकिन 9th में आपके एज पर द 9th स्टैंडर्ड आपका ये क्वेश्चन जरूर आता है, व्हाट इज कॉर्क. So cork I think आपको क्लियर हो गया. This is the outermost protective layer that develop after secondary growth, made up of only dead cells. They have lack protoplasm, but they have one of the chemical that is suberin. That's why they are impermeable for water, and that these cork also called phallum. Function of cork tissue. Cork is protective in the function. Cork itself prevent desiccation. Corks prevent desiccation means they prevent freezing, infection and mechanical injury, impervious lightness, toughness, compressibility, elasticity make the cork commonly valuable. They are impervious for water, they are lightness, they are toughest, they are unable to compress the cork easily. That's why there is a commercial value of the cork. Now cork is used for insulation as a shock absorber in linoleum. Linoleum के insulation के लिए भी काम में लिया जाता है, and because they are wood, one of the type of wood, cork is used in making of variety of sports goods such as cricket ball, table tennis, shuttlecock, wooden paddle. ये कॉर्क के यूजेस है. ओके, तो कॉर्क में जैसे आपको मैंने बताया था कि कॉर्क कैम्बियम होता है, वो बाहर की तरफ तो क्या बनाता है, कॉर्क सेल बनाता है, और अंदर की तरफ सेकेंडरी कॉर्टेक्स यानी कि फेलोडम बनाता है, और इन तीनों को कंबाइनली पेरिडम कहते हैं. और इसमें जहां जहां क्रैक्स होते हैं स्टेम में उसको लेंटिकल्स कहते हैं. क्रैक्स को क्या कहते हैं, लेंटिकल्स कहते हैं, बिकॉज दिस इज द सेकेंडरी टिश्यू हैविंग द क्रैक्स इन द स्टेम दैट कॉल्ड लेंटिकल, दैट आल्सो हेल्प इन द exchange of gas like stomata. Lenticles are the cracks present on the stem, helps in exchange of gas like stomata. Okay, so this is all about the cork and there is its function. Now the second tissue system as per the 9th syllabus, that is what it is called ground tissue. Ground tissue made up of parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. It means the ground tissue also made up of the simple type of the tissue. In dicot, stem and the root, the ground tissue divided into what? Hypodermis, cortex, endodermis, pericycle, medullary ray and pil. These are the derivatives. We can say these are the different type of the what? Ground tissue. Ground tissue includes what? First epidermis के just बाद में कौन होता है? Hypodermis, then cortex, then endodermis, then pericycle, then inside the pericycle there is a medullary ray and pil. This is the sequence of the ground tissue in case of dicot stem and dicot root and dicot monocot root. There is no such differentiation, no differentiation present in monocot stem. So and in case of the leaves, such a ground meristem is known by another term, that is mesophyll tissue. Last one is vascular tissue. Inside the pericycle, the vascular tissue is present, that is called vascular bundle. Vascular bundle includes xylem and phloem. There is two types of vascular bundle, one is radial and second is conjoint. In case of root, radial vascular bundle is there. In case of stem, conjoint vascular bundle is there. So root में कौन सा vascular bundle present होता है? Radial. और stem में कौन सा vascular bundle present होता है? Conjoint. When the xylem and phloem, this is the xylem and this one is phloem. When the xylem and phloem are present at different radius, listen carefully. When the xylem and phloem present at the different radius, then it's called radial vascular present. Such type of vascular bundle is present in roots. And this is all about xylem and the phloem are arranged in an alternate manner on different radius, and when they are present at the same radius, when xylem and phloem present at the same radius, then it's called conjoint. Example is stem. So I think you got it. रेडियल वैस्कुलर बंडल में जाइलम एंड फ्लोएम जो होते हैं अलग अलग रेडियस पे प्रेजेंट होते हैं, और रूट में रेडियल वैस्कुलर बंडल प्रेजेंट होता है, और स्टेम के अंदर कॉन्जॉइंट वैस्कुलर बंडल प्रेजेंट होता है, और कॉन्जॉइंट वैस्कुलर बंडल में जाइलम और फ्लोएम एक ही लाइन में प्रेजेंट होते हैं. दे आर प्रेजेंट इन द सेम रेडियस. ओके, Next type of the difference between the open and closed vascular bundle, as we heard about the secondary growth that done by the cambium, that is the meristematic tissue. If the cambium is present between xylem and phloem, listen carefully. If cambium is present between xylem and phloem, then it's called open. Then it's called open. And if cambium is absent, between xylem and phloem, then it's called closed. Okay. So in dipod stem, cambium is present between the xylem and phloem, so it's called open vascular bundle. And in monocot, the cambium is absent, there is no cambium between the xylem and phloem, that is called closed. Both are conjoined, but they are conjoined again divided into open and closed with respect to presence or absence of the cambium. Okay. Then this is the secondary growth of the dipod. This is not in your class 9 syllabus, but the terminology is there, secondary growth terminology is there. So हम एक समराइज फॉर्म में ले लेते हैं कि देयर इज इंक्रीज द गर्थ ऑफ स्ट्रेम. द लैटरल मेरिस्टम हेल्प्स इन द इंक्रीजिंग द गर्थ ऑफ स्ट्रेम, दैट कॉल्ड सेकेंडरी ग्रोथ. सेकेंडरी ग्रोथ में आपको जस्ट इतना याद रखना है कि देयर इज द सेकेंडरी मेरिस्टम दैट कॉल्ड कैम्बियम रिंग, कैम्बियम रिंग. एंड कैम्बियम रिंग इज मेड अप ऑफ इंट्राफेसिकुलर कैम्बियम एंड इंटरफेसिकुलर कैम्बियम. जो कैम्बियम जाइलम और फ्लोएम के अंदर पहले से प्रेजेंट है, जो ओपन वेस्कुलर बंडल में हम बात कर रहे थे, द कैम्बियम इज प्रेजेंट बिटवीन जाइलम एंड फ्लोएम, दैट कॉल्ड इंट्राफेसिकुलर कैम्बियम. और जो कैम्बियम बाद में बनता है सेकेंडरी ग्रोथ में, दो वेस्कुलर बंडल के बीच में बनता है, उसको इंटरफेसिकुलर कैम्बियम कहते हैं. और दोनों आपस में जुड़ जाते हैं तो क्या बनाते हैं, कैम्बियम रिंग बनाते हैं. इट मींस कैम्बियम रिंग इज डेवलप्ड बाय द एडजॉइनिंग ऑफ द इंट्राफेसिकुलर कैम्बियम एंड इंटरफेसिकुलर कैम्बियम. ओके. Now this cambium ring is a cellular layer. It is the ring of cells. It is a layer of cell which takes part in division to form outside the secondary phloem and inside the secondary xylem. It forms a new type of the layer that helps in increasing the girth of stem. That is called secondary growth. That is called secondary growth. Okay. Outside क्या बनाएगा, secondary phloem, and inside क्या बनाएगा, secondary xylem, जिससे girth increase होती है. और spring season में जो वुड बनती है इस सेकेंडरी ग्रोथ से, उसको अर्ली वुड कहते हैं. और जो ऑटम में बनती है वुड, उसको लेट वुड कहते हैं. और रिंग बन जाती है, यानी कि एक साल में 2 बार सेकेंडरी ग्रोथ होती है. इन 1 year देयर इज टू टाइम्स सेकेंडरी ग्रोथ टेक्स प्लेस, वन इन द स्प्रिंग सीजन एंड सेकंड इज द autumn season. The wood which is formed during the spring season by the secondary growth is called early wood, and the wood which is formed in the autumn season is called late wood. So we can say 2 rings are developed in a year. These 2 rings combinedly called annual ring because they develop in a year. So I think annual ring के बारे में भी आपको क्लियर हो गया है. So this is all about the secondary growth in the dicot stem, and this is complete discussion of the tissue system in the plants. Now कुछ क्वेश्चंस ले लेते हैं. मैच द फॉलोइंग क्यूटिकल. ओके. सो ये क्यूटिकल किससे, क्यूटिकल पे गार्ड सेल प्रेजेंट होगा क्या, नहीं, ये क्लियर नहीं है. सिंगल लेयर, वैक्सी लेयर, एम्प्टी कलरलेस सेल ऑप्शन, तो इसमें आपको क्लियर करना है. ओके. तो पहले अपन एपिडर्मिस पे क्या प्रेजेंट हो सकता है. एपिडर्मिस की सिंगल लेयर होता है स्टोमेटा. स्टोमेटा का कनेक्शन आ रहा है 1 से, क्योंकि स्टोमेटा में गार्ड सेल होता है, यानी सी पे 1 आ रहा है. ओके. नाउ सेकेंड ले लेते हैं वैक्सी लेयर. तो क्यूटिकल को आप वैक्सी लेयर कह सकते हो बिकॉज क्यूटिकल इज ऑल्सो मेड अप ऑफ सुबेरिन एंड क्यूटीन, दैट इज वन ऑफ टाइप ऑफ वैक्स. ओके. नाउ 2 ऑप्शन और बचे हैं. वन इज एपिडर्मिस एंड सेकेंड इज बुल्लीफॉर्म सेल. सो बुल्लीफॉर्म सेल इज एम्प्टी कलरलेस सेल, एंड एपिडर्मिस इज सिंगल लेयर. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट. ए पे क्या आ रहा है, ए पे 3 आ रहा है. उसके बाद में बी पे क्या आ रहा है, बी पे 4 आ रहा है. तो इसका मतलब हो गया आपका ऑप्शन ए इज द राइट ऑप्शन. सी पे 1 बिल्कुल सही है और डी पे 2. सो ए ऑप्शन इज द राइट आंसर. नाउ द क्वेश्चन नंबर सेकंड, एपिब्लेमा ऑफ रूट इज इक्विवेलेंट टू, रूट का एपिडर्मिस क्या कहलाएगा, रूट का एपिडर्मिस एपिब्लेमा कहलाएगा। ओके, कॉन्जॉइंड एंड ओपन वेस्कुलर बंडल विल बी ऑब्जर्व्ड इन द ट्रांसवर्स सेक्शन ऑफ, तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि कॉन्जॉइंड वेस्कुलर बंडल तो हमने डिस्कस किया था, स्टेम में प्रेजेंट होता है और ओपन वाला डाइकॉट में प्रेजेंट होता है। तो कौन सा आंसर हो जाएगा इसके अंदर आपका, डाइकॉट स्टेम, क्योंकि रूट तो नहीं हो सकता, रूट में तो रेडियल वेस्कुलर बंडल होता है। ओके, क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, intrafascicular cambium and cork cambium are formed due to, okay, so intrafascicular cambium and cork cambium are formed, they are secondary मेरिस्टम, ये आपको क्लियर होना चाहिए कि ये दोनों सेकेंडरी मेरिस्टम है और सेकेंडरी मेरिस्टम जो बनते हैं वो डिफरेंशिएशन से बनते हैं। इट मीन्स व्हेन द pavine tissue again converts into the meristem, then it called de-differentiation. So answer is C. Now next, phallogen and phallum are respectively denotes to, तो मैंने आपको डिस्कस किया था, phallogen को cork cambium कहते हैं और phallum जो है उसको cork कहते हैं, then your answer is B. So this is the small test for you, and अगर आपको लेक्चर पसंद आया है तो लाइक कीजिए और सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, अगर आप नए हैं तो सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, और पुराने फ्रेंड्स हैं, पुराने स्टूडेंट्स हैं तो डेफिनेटली बेल आइकन टू ऑल वाला बटन प्रेस करें ताकि आपको सब सारे नोटिफिकेशन मिल सके। एंड गुड डे टू ऑल।